Howdy all, welcome back to Lives. I think it's time we play a little 7 Days to Die. Man, I tell you what, I have got to bring some, what's that stuff called? Chrysanthemum tea with me next time I go out and about. Tell ya, getting tired of overheating constantly while just barely wearing any gear. So it's nighttime. Whoa, and I thought maybe I would do a little nighttime exploring. I don't normally head out and about in the dark, but oh yeah, is there a little doggy who wants to come play? Yeah. Oh. Not the kind of doggy I was expecting. That's, yeah, that's a wolf. My guy's really scared. I can see his hand shaking. Alright, let's try from inside then, if he's gonna be inside here. Let's go here to the stairway. Stairway that I have mostly chopped up. This is not the side of the house he was on? Man, I need to repair my club here. Oh, oh. Oh, I'm bleeding, 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 bleeding. No, no. Oh, what you gonna do now, lady? You get shot in the head. That's what you're gonna do. Alright, I missed your head that time. That dog is just... That wolf is just barking at me. Wow, I am such a terrible aim. There we go. You think she's dead? I think she's dead. Alright, let's see about... Maybe I'll use my blade. Let's see about this wolf. Oh, he went out the... Silly dog. Alright. I do not have a very high skill. Oh, look, it's a half blue moon. Half blue moon. You saw me looting alone. Are you dead? Oh yeah, it says you're dead. I don't know what I was expecting. Ooh, bookshelf. I need that bookshelf, dude. I hear you. I hear you being all angry. What stunned me? That dude behind the... Stupid businessman. Aww. Bookshelf was a failure. Oh, speed zombies. Whoa. Speed zombie. I will take that. Somebody sounds very angry. Is he angry up here? Oh man, they are. They are angry up here. Oh, and then your head came right off. You're dead. Man-Eater Challenge. Oh, I should have unloaded my supplies a little bit here. Can't even collect anything. Kill some male zombies. I believe I've killed a few. Oh, I already got that one. Oh, this isn't much of an attic. Yeah, so we no D&D, man. I tell you what, I'm never playing D&D. Still reading the Russian books. I don't know if I talked about the Russian books on here, but lit RPG books. I got a series done by a Russian author I'm going through. I'm on book 6 of 7. Tell you what, it has been eating deeply into my sleep time. And I actually woke up at 5:30 this morning and read for a little bit. I'm really enjoying them. They took a twist on me I didn't see coming. Although, I mean, to be fair, there were no clues, really. Which is why this book stops. Hey. Which is why this book stops from being as good as the other one I was reading. It's pretty good. It could be. I'm just gonna eat this jar of honey and get it out of my way here. And then let's go ahead and we're gonna need a painkiller here. I'm gonna need some water. But it's the one where the dude is a prisoner in the game, and it takes some really dramatic, unexpected, out of nowhere shifts a lot. Like I like my books to be a little more I don't know what the word is for it. I like my books to have a better flow, I guess, from point to point. And this is like abrupt about face. Sometimes it's so abrupt I don't know what's going on. I've come across a couple of sections in it. They're just like, bam, and then everything changes, and I'm like, yeah, but what made the change? You didn't tell me what the change was, and I think some of it's because it's translated from Russian. And so there's some very weird phrase choices that, I'm like, I don't think that's what they probably meant, and I think you probably translated that wrong. I mean, I don't speak Russian, but, and I don't have a Russian copy of the book either. But I've noticed from my years of watching anime. Oh crap! Oh crap! That was. Nope. Get. Whew, I was not expecting that. Oh, where did he go? Oh, uh, uh, so I kind of just blew up most of the house. That was crazy. But yeah, like an example is the oh whatever that was. I guess there was nothing to loot from it. Oh, there's another one right there. Nice. Alright, let's just go ahead and use this at this point. Hey, switch. Ugh. Man, I thought there'd be something awesome off of killing one of those guys. So like, it's lit RPG, so it reads like you're playing a video game a bit. So, like, they pick up quests, they go up levels, you know, they get upgrades to their gear, that kind of stuff. And I think part of that is, I kind of want to take this with me. Makes it fun for me because I really like that kind of stuff. Obviously, I'm sitting here playing a video game now. I'm just went up a level. So the I need a point in science, right? Yeah, I've only got 8 points here. Yep. All right. We need another level to be able to do that up, I guess. And so they're fighting this stuff in the book, and they've got a way to fight it, but it's killing them and sending them back to their respawn points. And so if they fail, they have to. I don't know what happens because it's the thing that makes it fun. I think for me is it's hopefully a direction maybe that we're going, and the games are very manipulatable. And so it's not just pick up the quest, do the quest, complete the quest. Your actions and the outcome of the things you do outside of quests also manipulate and change the world that you're playing in. And so hey, I've almost got this quest done if I can find an infected survivor. And so they a major NPC is being attacked in the game, and so they're trying to save it from the things that go on. It's not part of any quest, it's just something that's happening. And I'm still not exactly sure what happened, but all of a sudden the main character did something that caused magic to destroy them. But it's not something he purposely did, it's just something that happened, and they don't really describe in the book exactly how it happened. And so it left me a little confused. And that's happened a couple of times, and I don't know if that's a translation error or just a poor description by the author of what's going on. Hey, I completed a quest. And, whoa. That was weird. I opened that up and my game minimized on me. Anyways, I'm enjoying it though, even if there's the occasional glitch in the book. And so but it's got some really like unexpected twists and uh, the like. I mean, I see it. I've seen it. I've played MMOs for years. In fact, I just picked up my playing an old MMO that I used to play, Request 2. It is old because I'm playing on my second account because I had two accounts because of how much I played. And I see that my second account, which was made well after my first account, is like 10 years old at this point. And so my original account must be like 12 or 13 years old, which is just insane. Maybe even older. Uh, and But you know, so it's not like I don't have experience with this kind of stuff, but it's got a lot of inter-guild politics going on, and I didn't see it coming. They didn't hint really that it was coming, but they tricked him and they took everything he had and basically destroyed his guilds in one fell swoop. Uh, and Guild is a group of people playing together, if you don't know what a guild is. And so, yeah, it was pretty shocking. It was a shocking turn of events, and I did not see it coming. So the book I'm on now is Shaman's Revenge, which is him getting back at the people who did this thing. I mean, I don't know. The character who did it was painted a pretty sympathetic picture. Maybe not sympathetic, but empathetic. I don't know. To the character up to that point. And so much so that items based on actual human emotion were triggered in a good way between the characters, and then just bam, it was all a lie. The problem is, too, on top of that, is that people who knew, and there were people who knew, didn't tell him. And I don't mean like there were people who were not allowed to tell him, or else face legal prosecution, because the game is a business, and so but there were people who could tell him who opted not to, and so it's interesting turn of events, anyways. I guess most. Ooh, well, that's not me. Mostly, it was part of the game is based off of emotion. Whatever deal it is, the game reads emotion, and so you can bypass certain like level restrictions and things like that based off of just being human. It's programmed into the game to respond, and so one of the things the main character does is he crafts, and so one of the things he's crafting is this chess set that's never been completed, and it's a special in-game item. People know about it, but no one's really sure how to put it together. And so he constructs it partially through his emotions, and so it's allows him to construct pieces he shouldn't be able to construct. And so he's almost done with this thing, and it opens a dungeon. And so the whole time that he got played by this other guild, who he thought were his friends. Ooh, look at you, pretty purple wrench. And nope, turned out it was all a big lie. They took the chess set from him. Oh man, I don't. You know what? I got so much of that stuff back at base. You'll just have to go. I don't want to get rid of my existing wrench because I want to take it back and use it to. Oh man, a 600 flashlight. I don't really need a 600 flashlight. I'll probably have to throw that out. Isn't there usually a ammo dump here somewhere along the edge? Did I miss that, or did I just not have one? But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird series, anyways. Some of the stuff that goes on. It feels like they have a very heavy behind-the-scenes control over the game in this particular story. And because the other ones have been like the other lit RPG ones I've read, they're like special because they've managed to combine things in the game in ways that people normally don't, and it has worked out for them, or they're, you know, came up with some off-the-wall tactics that super worked out for them. But in this one, in this lit RPG, they're actually doing things the game says you're not supposed to be able to do, but is already been programmed in the game to allow you to do. And so the programmers are following the particular groups and changing the game itself to match what's happening. I know, like, no one on their continent has ever been a pirate, and so they became pirates in the book. And the one character is a siren, which isn't a class you're supposed to be able to be, but she is because of unique events that happened to her character. And so when she took the ship, she did a special thing with it, and so she turned all the people on board into, you know what, I was looking for the stairway up. This is a trailer. It turned all the people on board into sirens. And so it's a pirate ship of sirens. And so they weren't sirens before she did what she did, and so the game rewrote their histories and their stories right there so that it matched. So that kind of stuff. But yeah, he's a prisoner, and so he's not able to leave the game because their game is their prison. But it's also a game that people play, and he owed $100 million basically, because the game currency is real currency, and so they took everything. They took everything that he had at the end of the previous book, which was a shock. But because of the way the game is structured, there were rules on how they could take it, and so when they took some of the stuff, he actually got payments for it. And so by the time they were finished wiping out his supplies, which were high-end game, you know, crafting materials and unique items that he had found and stuff like that, they left him with enough money to pay off his debt, because he managed to lock them out of the the guild bank before they took everything. And so when the money went in, it went directly into the locked guild bank account. Their plan was to make him break parole and send him back to prison, the in-game prison, and leave him there after they took everything they needed from him. But he managed to get out. And so, yeah, then he started running into people now who absolutely hate the people who did what they did to him, because they did it to them as well. And so now there's a huge conspiracy of players and people who are out to get them. And I know the one dude in the book just said that unlike most people, the leader of the guild who did this to him keeps 80% of his finances tied up in the game, and they're like billionaires, and so from the game, and so 80% of his money is in the game, and so their plan is to not take it, but straight up destroy it. At least that's what they're going with at the moment. I don't know, there's about 4 different plans, and he has not told anyone that he is working on 4 different plans to destroy this group of people. Some of it's in real war, I mean, he's not going to attack them in real life, but he's looking at ways to destroy their real life finances. But it's fun. Unfortunately, it's another book series where the newest book just came out, and so once I finish book 7, that's it for a while. I don't know what I'll do then. Alright, let's see what's in this safe, and then we'll call it a day. It's fun books, though. I don't know what the author's name is, because it's very, very Russian, and I did not figure out how to pronounce it. But I do know the newest book is called Shaman's Revenge. And I think the one before that was the Cardamont chess set, and I don't really know the names of any others. And it looks like I've just about made it to daytime. Got 1 more hour left here. It's already starting to get dawn. Gotta head back over to my place here and see about unloading some of this stuff so I got some more room. Plus, when it gets dawn, I'll be able to drive around and look for more shops. But, alright, I am going to go ahead and call it here. So click like if you like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.